Have you ever pulled a tarot card upside down and immediately felt confused? Maybe you've wondered whether it means the opposite of the upright meaning. Maybe you've heard that reversed cards are automatically negative. Or perhaps you've been told that you need to memorize 78 completely different meanings for every card in the deck. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by reversed cards, you're definitely not alone. Many tarot beginners become comfortable reading upright cards, only to feel stuck the moment a card appears reversed in a reading. The good news is that reading reversed cards doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, by the end of this video, you'll have a simple framework that can help you interpret any reversed tarot card without memorizing an entirely new set of meanings. We'll explore what reversed cards really are, several different ways to interpret them, common mistakes beginners make, and practical examples that you can start using immediately in your readings. Let's begin. The first thing to understand is that a reversed card is simply a card that appears upside down in a reading. There is nothing inherently bad, cursed, unlucky, or negative about a reversed card. It is simply another way that a card's energy can express itself. Think of a tarot card as a person trying to communicate a message. When a card appears upright, that message may be direct and obvious. When a card appears reversed, the message may be more subtle. It may be blocked, delayed, hidden, internalized, exaggerated, or expressed in an unusual way. The core energy of the card remains the same. For example, the Ace of Cups is still about emotions, connection, love, and emotional beginnings. The Emperor is still about authority, structure, leadership, and stability. The Star is still about hope, healing, inspiration, and faith. The card does not suddenly become something completely different just because it is upside down. Instead, the way that energy manifests changes. Understanding this one idea can instantly make reversals feel much less intimidating. Before we go any further, it's worth mentioning that not every tarot reader uses reversals. Some readers shuffle in a way that prevents cards from turning upside down. Others intentionally include reversals because they enjoy the additional layers of meaning they can provide. Both approaches are valid. Many experienced readers believe that every possible interpretation already exists within upright cards and the surrounding context of a reading. Others feel that reversals provide greater nuance and help them identify subtleties that might otherwise be missed. There is no universal rule. If you are a beginner, you do not need to force yourself to use reversals. However, if you choose to use them, it helps to have a simple system. One of the biggest misconceptions about reversed cards is the belief that they simply mean the exact opposite of the upright meaning. Sometimes this works, but very often it doesn't. Let's take the Star as an example. Upright, the Star is commonly associated with hope, healing, inspiration, optimism, and faith in the future. If we simply flip the meaning to its opposite, we might conclude that a reversed star means hopelessness. Sometimes that interpretation may fit. However, there are many situations where the reversed star points to something more subtle. It may suggest temporary self-doubt. It may indicate difficulty recognizing hope that is already present. It may point toward a healing process that is occurring slowly. It may reveal a person who has lost confidence in themselves, even though the potential for healing still exists. Notice how these interpretations are much richer than simply saying the opposite. Tarot rarely operates in black and white terms. More often, it exists in shades of meaning. This brings us to a simple framework that can help you interpret almost any reversed card. Whenever you encounter a reversal, ask yourself 4 questions. Is the energy blocked? Is the energy internalized? Is the energy excessive? Or is the lesson being resisted? These 4 questions can become the foundation of your approach to reversed cards. Let's start with the idea of blocked energy. Sometimes the energy of the card is present, but something is preventing it from flowing freely. Imagine a river. The water still exists, but a barrier prevents it from moving naturally. The same thing can happen with tarot energy. Let's look at the Ace of Cups reversed. Upright, the Ace of Cups often represents emotional openness, love, compassion, vulnerability, and new emotional beginnings. When reversed, the emotions may still be there. The love may still be there. The opportunity for connection may still exist. However, something may be preventing those feelings from being expressed. Perhaps someone is afraid of being vulnerable. Perhaps they have been hurt in the past and struggle to trust others. Perhaps they are emotionally overwhelmed and unsure how to communicate what they feel. The energy itself has not disappeared. It is simply blocked. The Eight of Wands provides another useful example. Upright, this card often represents movement, progress, momentum, communication, and things happening quickly. Reversed, the movement may be delayed, communication may slow down, progress may encounter obstacles, plans may take longer than expected. Again, the energy still exists. It simply is not flowing as smoothly as it would in the upright position. Whenever you see a reversed card, one of the most useful questions you can ask is, what might be preventing this energy from moving freely? That question alone can unlock many interpretations. The second possibility is that the energy is being experienced internally rather than externally. In other words, the process is happening beneath the surface. Let's look at strength reversed. Upright, strength often represents visible confidence, courage, resilience, patience, and emotional control. When reversed, someone may still be developing those qualities, but the process is happening internally. Perhaps they are quietly rebuilding their confidence after a difficult experience. Perhaps they are learning self-belief in private. Perhaps they are discovering inner courage that has not yet become visible to others. The growth is real. It is simply occurring beneath the surface. The Hermit reversed can also be interpreted this way. Upright, the Hermit often suggests introspection, solitude, wisdom, and self-reflection. Reversed, the reflective process may become deeply internal. Someone may be working through important insights privately before they are ready to share those insights with the outside world. Many reversals point toward inner work. The lesson is happening within before it becomes visible externally. Whenever you see a reversal, ask yourself, how might this energy be operating internally? The third possibility is that the energy is excessive. This interpretation surprises many beginners because they assume reversals always indicate less energy. Sometimes they actually indicate too much. Let's look at the Emperor reversed. Upright, the Emperor represents structure, discipline, authority, stability, leadership, and order. All of these qualities can be positive. However, when taken too far, structure becomes rigidity. Leadership becomes control. Authority becomes domination. Discipline becomes inflexibility. The qualities themselves are not inherently bad. The problem is that they have become excessive. The Queen of Cups reversed offers another excellent example. Upright, the Queen of Cups is compassionate, intuitive, empathetic, caring, and emotionally aware. When these qualities become excessive, empathy may turn into emotional overwhelm. Compassion may lead to poor boundaries. Sensitivity may become emotional exhaustion. The energy is not missing. There is simply too much of it. Whenever you encounter a reversed card, ask yourself whether the qualities of the upright card might be overexpressed. This interpretation often reveals insights that would otherwise be missed. The fourth possibility is that the card is pointing toward a lesson that is being resisted. Sometimes a reversed card appears because there is growth available, but someone is avoiding it. Let's look at the Fool reversed. Upright, the Fool encourages adventure, openness, trust, curiosity, and new beginnings. Reversed, someone may be resisting a leap of faith. Fear may be preventing them from taking a necessary risk. The opportunity is there. The lesson is available. However, something is causing hesitation. Death reversed provides another powerful example. Despite its intimidating name, Death is primarily a card of transformation, endings, renewal, and transition. When reversed, someone may resist change. They may cling to a situation that has already run its course. They may struggle to let go of the familiar, even when life is encouraging them to move forward. In these situations, the reversal points toward resistance rather than absence. The lesson remains available, but it has not yet been fully embraced. Whenever you see a reversed card, ask yourself, what lesson might be trying to enter my life that I am resisting? This question can often reveal powerful insights. Let's put everything together with a practical example. Imagine you pull the Six of Wands reversed. The upright Six of Wands is commonly associated with victory, recognition, achievement, confidence, and success. Now let's apply our four questions. If the energy is blocked, success may be delayed. Recognition may not be arriving as expected. Achievements may go unnoticed. If the energy is internalized, the person may feel successful within themselves, but may not yet have received external validation. If the energy is excessive, there may be an unhealthy focus on recognition, approval, or ego. If the lesson is being resisted, the person may need to develop self-worth that is independent of external praise. Notice something important. All four interpretations could potentially be correct. Your role as the reader is to determine which interpretation best fits the situation, the question, and the surrounding cards. This is why context is so important. A reversed card should never be read in isolation. Always consider the question being asked. Consider the position of the card within the spread. Consider the neighboring cards. Consider the overall story unfolding throughout the reading. For example, a reversed star appearing next to the sun may communicate something very different than a reversed star appearing next to the Five of Pentacles. The surrounding cards provide clues. Tarot works best when viewed as a conversation between cards rather than a collection of isolated meanings. The more context you consider, the clearer reversals become. As we come to the end of this lesson, let's review the key ideas. A reversed card is not automatically negative. The core energy of the card remains the same. Rather than memorizing 78 separate meanings, begin with the upright meaning and ask four simple questions. Is the energy blocked? Is the energy internalized? Is the energy excessive? Or is the lesson being resisted? These four possibilities can help you interpret virtually any reversed card in the deck. Most importantly, remember that tarot is not about finding a single perfect definition. It is about understanding how the card's energy is expressing itself within the context of the reading. The next time you see a card appear upside down, don't panic. Instead, get curious, ask questions, explore possibilities. Because sometimes the most powerful messages in tarot arrive upside down. If you found this lesson helpful, consider subscribing for more tarot tutorials and let me know in the comments which reversed card you find the most challenging to interpret. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.